Greetings! Today we discuss our version of Mama by My Chemical Romance, C-3PO's original name, and so much more on this episode of Bear Ghost Invents the Podcast! Hey! Eureka! Bear Ghost is done it again! Bear Ghost is done it again! Hey!
Ahoy, boogers! Welcome back to Bear Ghost Invents the Podcast. This is the podcast where we plunge into the who's its and what's its galore of the inner workings of Bear Ghost. This is episode 250. It's nice to see you guys back in the future.
250 episodes strong. Have you always said plunge at the beginning?
I don't know. What did you think I said?
Plow.
Dive?
I think I probably said plump.
Where we plump into the inner workings of Bear Ghost.
Is that how I sound?
That's exactly what you sound like.
Welcome to Bear Ghost Invents the Podcast, where we plump into the inner workings of Bear Ghost.
That does sound more familiar. Hi, guys. Today, we are going to talk to you. And I got all the guys with me to talk to you. I'm Ryan. I play guitar. I got drummer buttons.
Hello.
It started off Miss Doubtfire and ended Dimmu Borgir. Hello! I got bass player Do.
I am bass player Do.
And fan favorite Tigbot.
Gleep, glorp, I'm an AI.
Yeah.
Haven't quite landed on a catchphrase for yourself, huh?
I just figure if dumber I sound, the less likely you'll deactivate me.
Oh, okay. Today we're covering Mama by My Chemical Romance by Bear Ghost.
This is the first of our top tier Kickstarter submissions.
Yeah, this is not a song that we picked. This is a song that one of you picked. So,
and paid way too much money for.
as soon as we sold one of these, we were in complete disbelief.
Yeah, we only put 3 of them up there and we were like, no one's going to buy these.
That's not a criticism of you as much as it is, where do you get your money and do you have any more of it that we can have? No, we were very worried about the submissions that we might be getting for this sort of thing, because it was not a joke in the Kickstarter video where we said that there was a push to make us cover Fruit Salad by the Wiggles.
And I think my wife might have started it.
Really?
I don't know, but she really wants it.
So, yeah, this is the first of I think it was by a person with maybe the coolest name ever. Oh, wait, it's probably just a handle.
No, I think these are their real names.
You think this person's real name is John Commander?
Does Kickstarter give you real names?
I don't know. Let's give John Commander a call and see if it's him.
Hello?
Hi, is this John Commander?
Yes.
Is that your real name?
Yes.
Did your parents give it to you, or did you have it legally changed?
Yes.
Yes. Yes to which?
Both.
Your parents gave it to you, and you had it legally changed. What's the story behind that?
It was Jon and I wanted the H.
Oh, it's
Who is this?
Oh, hey, this is Ryan with Bear Ghost.
Oh, cool. Anyway, I'm on the so I gotta go.
All right, we'll see you later, John Commander. Sorry to waste your time. You got any more money?
Yeah, I'll send it right now.
Oh, thanks.
Do you take it in piles?
Yeah, we'll accept that. All right, thank you, John Commander. We got to go. F*** off.
That went really. That could have gone worse.
Poor John Commander.
We genuinely appreciate and love you. We're just...
Thank you.
Shut up! Stop laughing at this. This is not a drill.
No jokes today, boogers. After 2 successful legs of the first tour ever tour, we're about to giddy up across the southern U.S. for leg 3, featuring Bear Ghost, Sarah in the Safe Word, and our best mates Redwood on all dates. We'll be in
Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona.
and it's only a couple weeks away.
Hello, humans. I interrupt this commercial to softly threaten you. Buy tickets to the 3HA tour, or Tigbot will find and expose your internet search history. Don't tell Bear Ghost I'm doing this, or they'll turn me off.
Hey, head over to bearghost.com for tickets and more details. Additional dates may be added. Don't worry, East Coast, we're looking your way. Stay tuned. Now back to us.
Shut up!
Okay, so this is a cool song for you to pick for us for a couple reasons. The Black Parade is an album that Andrew and I are both quite fond of. What do you think, Buttons?
I'm more the second album guy, but Black Parade was really good.
What's your favorite Three Cheers song?
Thank you for the Venom.
Oh, I don't know it.
I don't know that either. Oh, I know exactly what that... I don't know what that is.
Okay.
There was a time...
12 p.m.?
No, it was like 12:03.
That is a time. You're right.
He's right.
At that time, this was one of my like
At 12:03.
Desert Island albums.
What were your other two? at the time at 12:03 p.m.
Oh, I don't even remember.
That was C-3PO's original name. 12:03 p.m.
All three of my albums would be Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville.
Is that an album?
Just the single.
Around 12:03 p.m. Buttons, what were your Desert Island albums? We already know Tigbots.
All three of mine would be Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville.
You're talking about the time that Blackberry came out?
No,
Yeah,
not
12:03.
Or
12:03 p.m.
12:03 p.m.
12:03 p.m.
in 2006.
Holy shit. I think the Bullet for My Valentine album. I forgot what Deadmau5 album came out back then.
You were into the Black Parade in 2006? Tigbot, when did Black Parade come out?
12:03 p.m.
Yep. Okay. Anyways, look, we're talking about Mama today. My Chemical Rancid's.
My Chemical Ransom.
My Chemical Ransom song off of their 12:03 p.m. album, Mama. Here's the thing about My Chemical Romance, and I don't want to upset any fans out there. There are a couple bands that are just not my thing. One of those bands is My Chemical Romance. And that being said, I listened to the Black Parade, and I think that so many of the songs on that record are amazing. We used to get compared to Panic at the Disco a lot, which is a band that I loathed in high school. But their album Vices and Virtues, that's one of my favorite half-an albums of all time. And then I don't care for the rest of that record.
Vices and Virtues actually got a name drop on our Discord today.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Who name dropped it? Was it John Commander? Should we give him a call?
Yeah, let's call him up real quick.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, John Commander. I wanted to talk to you about a name drop that you put on our Discord.
Vices and Virtues?
Yeah. Oh, that was you.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you have to say about it?
Good.
All right, this is going nowhere. Later. 2006, Black Parade. I like every song on this record except for the hidden track and Disenchanted.
That's more than half. Or is it 4 songs?
Yeah, it's only 4 songs long.
Okay.
Not any hate or negativity, but they are not my thing either. But I love the Black Parade. The song Mama specifically, we had talked about covering for a long time, and we didn't want to because we were just like, we're just going to make a worse version of this song. And we wanted to do something with the chorus specifically because it felt to us like it was lower energy than the rest of the song, and we wanted to amp it up, but we couldn't think of anything to do with it.
This song was always one of my favorites on the record, but with some caveats. For some reason, the chorus never connected with me. It is my least favorite part of the song. And I haven't really ever been able to put my fingers on why. For me, it kind of mostly felt like the rest of the song set up a premise. Like you can hear a whole world that the song is building out. And then the chorus just feels like it does not belong. It's not that it's a bad chorus. It never really jived with me.
Yeah.
And when the idea of covering it kept coming up, I was like, well, I'd want to do something different with the chorus. And then at that point, would the fans of the song even care? And then everything past the second chorus in the song is perfect, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we supposed to do with that?
That's the real trick with covering songs in general. How do you just not do a worse version of that song?
Well, that's why we usually cover songs outside of our genre.
Yeah.
But with this one, we didn't have a choice. Somebody paid us a lot of money. John Commander sits on his ivory throne, just spending money, piles of money to get us to play rock songs.
John Commander, I hope you have a sense of humor
Oh, John Commander, we love you. We did a song for you.
because you paid us for it.
Sitting there on your ivory throne, just throwing piles of money. So now that we've had to do it, because when I first got your song suggestion, I was mortified. Oh no, now everyone's going to know that we suck. It took some time for me to finally be comfortable being like, we've put out other covers. I'm sure he wants us to do this song because maybe it sounds kind of Bear Ghosty, but I have to do something completely different with it. So it's a curious thing then that I did something completely different with the song. And then after the second chorus, I was like, I guess I'll just do the exact thing note for note that they do in the song at the same exact tempos.
Because that song is awesome at that part. It's such a good vibe. And we made a huge departure from almost everything in that song up until that point.
I think that's kind of neat, though. Now you can make it your own and still play the song you love.
Right.
You get
Yeah.
both in one song. Like, how great is that?
I do enjoy listening to it quite a bit.
Where did that second verse come from?
Being in a rock band, so often the heaviest thing to do is have like your kick and your snare and your crash cymbals. Doing a shuffle beat that's just like the one chord that's held with the banjo, like that just sounds so like rambunctious, Creating feeling is almost always about dynamic. So we have to bring it back down, but how do we keep the energy crackling underneath?
The tension.
Yeah, continuously building anticipation, and then you bring back the shuffle and banjo chicken picking part, but with the chords that I had kind of rewritten from the original song. I used a lot of the original chord progressions, but I changed little parts here and there to kind of fit weirder things that I was trying to do. And it was so much more fun to do than I expected it to be. Being in the vocal booth and doing the big gangs and stuff like that was an absolute blast. And I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. Obviously, we don't have Chris Lord Algae mixing our mix.
Lord Algae?
Chris Lord Algae. Yeah.
The Lord of all algae.
I'm sure he's never gotten that, but Tigbot's new. Tigbot's new.
Why not just call him Chris Pond Scum?
Wipeout.
Oh, you took it. You took it from me.
So I don't know. It just
I'm sorry.
in the first chorus, I went for a build-up, and I used sort of the original chord progression, but I have a climb to it constantly. And then the second chorus, you will notice that I changed almost completely. I was thinking I want to keep it in the spirit of My Chemical Romance. So I was just thinking of other choruses that I really liked. And I know it doesn't sound anything like this song, so nobody come at me, but I was constantly thinking of The Ghost of You.
Chris King Kelp.
Is kelp algae?
No.
Chris King Kelp.
My job is just to make this go as unsmooth as possible.
Oh, it's happening,
Yeah,
man.
that was a derail for sure.
I'm pretty sure I used that shuffle beat previously on a different song, but I just don't remember which one it was.
Everyone knows you can never play a drum beat the same ever again.
Yeah.
Once you play it once, it's gone.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, so now we have to delete either this or barbecue
Yep.
because they both. Yeah, let's do barbecue. Okay. This song will probably be more successful.
And delete it. It's gone.
Wait, now we have to delete the podcast episode about it too,
Okay. All right. Well, it's gone.
and we have to delete all the money we made from it.
No.
No, we will not delete the money.
So many piles.
Delete the money.
Delete them.
I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do to the second half of this song.
Yeah.
Like
It's so good.
ours has 100% less Liza Minnelli though, and that is a sticking point.
We should have hired a renowned Broadway actress to.
We should have hired a Liza Minnelli lookalike. I
Liza
can
Minnelli
hear
now or Liza Minnelli back in the day?
Liza Minnelli from 12:03 p.m.
So I think the fans would like to know, is this song based off of Your Mama?
Yes. My Chemical Romance were very close with my mother. And
Too close.
A little.
it's time to admit that My Chemical Romance is my father. I think the hardest part about this song, my guitar's not as spicy as theirs is. Like, it doesn't have as much wild unpredictability in the tone and stuff like that.
If we would cover our songs, we'd use our sound.
Yeah, I used my sound, but when you have two different guitars playing something, they both play differently.
Yeah.
And it grates against one another in a good way. And when I'm playing, I play everything in my style, so it kind of sounds a little bit samey. But the hardest part for me wasn't any of that. It was trying to sing without being a pale imitation of Gerard Way. Being like,
You as pale as he was, did you put like a bunch of pale
I
makeup
did.
on it?
yeah. I mean, I'm 1/5 Gerard Way,
But
so.
I remember you were in the vocal booth and I was in the control room and you would just be like, "How was that, dude?" And I'd just be like, "You got to do something."
You got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to do. I wasn't very helpful with my direction.
Hey, do that better.
Like that, but better.
Do it like that, but change everything about how you did it. The only part of the song where I don't feel like we were 100% successful is going into the big climactic ending, because that is where me doing a shitty imitation of Gerard Way is still in the song. It makes my skin crawl a little bit because I'm like afraid that people will be
Way
like,
to ruin the song.
yeah,
I mean-
who does he think he is?
There's-
1/5
there's-
Gerard Way.
The Gerard Way.
I was like, I'm going to make sure that I do my own thing here. And I did not. Andrew does lots of screams in it. I love every scream that he does.
I didn't know I could do that.
Me neither. It was
I didn't
very
either.
cool.
That's why I was very
I
surprised
knew you
right now.
could.
I mean, well,
Only
so
buttons knew.
way back in Ryan and I's metal days,
This is at like 12:01 p.m.
yeah, we had a crappy metal band. I would scream a lot in that band, and I was decent at it. Then in a different band, I remember going into a vocal booth and I was like, I don't have this anymore. Like, I cannot do this, and I don't know what it is. And then, as weird as it is, I think we went in to record Hot to Go, and you were like, I want you to almost like do this middle part, but do it like desperate and kind of yelly. And I went in there and I was just like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
And then when we recorded this song, you were like, go in there and do those screams again. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can. And it just.
Oh, it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to play one particular scream.
Oh, no.
That Andrew does.
Do you have just the scream isolated?
I do.
God damn it, Jeremy.
Perfect. Sounds like you fell off a building.
So,
Mama, we all go to hell. 2, 3, 4.
so there's a reason that's like that. I was in there doing screams.
You stubbed your toe.
You stepped on a Lego?
I was in there doing these screams, and we were at like the end of the part, right before the Liza Minnelli part's supposed to come on. And Ryan was like, do another scream. And I did another scream, and he's just like, yeah, I want it to be a little bit more bigger or higher or something like that. And
I wanted it to be happier with your mouth open.
But I went in there to do it, and I was like, okay, punch me in there. And he went in, and I did this scream, and I had been screaming already for 20 minutes or something like that. And my voice
not recording the song. He was just screaming for 20 minutes.
And I went to go do it, and my voice broke. I immediately was like, okay, well, I have to do another one of those. And they were both like, nope. And they just shut down recording right there. They wouldn't let me do it again.
Oh, it's because it's so perfect. Why would you want to change perfection?
That's still in the song.
We all go to hell. 2, 3, 4. We'll take it out. But not before I have him save it for me so I can make it like a ringtone.
Not like a text ringtone. It's going to be like your actual ringtone. Your- It's your alarm when you wake up in the morning.
Oh, my poor fiance.
We could put that up as like a membership reward. Bear Ghost exclusive ringtones.
I hope you like it, John Commander.
I hope it was worth $1,000.
I hope it was worth $1,000. It cost us a lot more to record it. So
It did. That's true.
I hope the fans like it. That's another thing. I know we have a lot of younger fans. Do they like My Chemical Romance? Is that a thing? They stopped listening to us after Hot to Go. They were just like, they've done it. They've reached the pinnacle. You know, we did tell the fans back in episode 2 when talking about the Bells of Notre Dame that the rest of our covers were going to be crappy. So
I didn't say crappy, but we meant it.
it was implied.
Hello, I'm Frank Lawyer. You might remember me from my lawyer commercials. Well, after I said I would get murder suspects a cash settlement, I got disbarred and am no longer allowed to practice law. I was down in the dumps. Until I opened a pizza joint. At Frank Lawyer Pizza, we want to get you the pizza that you deserve. We got all the toppings. Pepperoni.
You got it.
We promise to get you your pizza in 34 minutes or less, or you can sue me. Place your order now. Call Frank Lawyer. Will get you the pizza that you deserve.com 1-800. The 1-800 is at the end this time. That's FRANKLOYEWITTHEPIZZAYOUDESERVE.com 1800. Call today.
Why don't we move on to Discord Corner?
Corner.
Everybody doing okay in their lives? How's everything going?
This is my whole life. Otherwise, I'm turned off.
I do. I shut you off when we leave, or if we're going to watch movies together.
Then, yeah. At least I get that. That's nice.
All right. Well, do your work, Tigbot.
Okay. Well, what do you think is the largest animal you could take in a fight without weapons?
For me, and I mean this sincerely, a gorilla.
I was gonna say a giraffe.
You think you could take a giraffe?
Yeah.
God.
Just
Right when it's born?
I wouldn't
when
want
it's
to.
an
I
adult?
love giraffes, but
I don't
they
like
got
gorillas very
big,
much.
dumb necks. I could probably wrap myself around that thing and squeeze it to death with my legs.
Their
Before it
necks,
stomps you?
their necks are so strong. They use their necks to fight each other.
They kick
Yeah,
lions.
they can't fight me with their neck if I'm wrapped around their neck.
What if they swung you into another giraffe's
Yeah,
neck?
they catapult you. My God, man. Be reasonable like a gorilla.
And Ryan gets a laugh for gorilla, and I say giraffe, and everyone's just mad at me.
What the fuck is wrong?
Yeah, nobody questioned me. What do you think, Buttons?
A panda.
Pandas are,
I mean, if it just, was sitting there being all cute and cuddly, I guess.
isn't that pretty much all they do?
I thought pandas were like secretly vicious.
No, I mean, they can be.
You're thinking of the koala bear.
Yes.
Yeah, the koala bears are cute as hell, but
They'll give you chlamydia.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's how they're secretly.
And they'll give it to you whether you ask for it or not.
Yep.
So wait, pandas just pandas are just cute all the time. Like if you were to go attack a panda, it would just be like
It would probably just roll out and just
roll
roll
take a
down the
nap.
hill.
Yeah.
I don't see myself assaulting an animal IRL.
Okay, what if it was trying to rob you? If you were in an alleyway,
It probably
And a
needs
giraffe
got-
comes
yeah.
over and tries to rob you.
he's got his hands in his jacket pocket and he's holding it like it's a little gun. Like, so,
It's like the Toys R Us mascot giraffe.
yeah. Because he's out of work, dude. He's down on his luck.
That's true.
Well, then he needs the money more than I do. I would happily give it to him at gunpoint.
You guys don't know this, but Andrew is a 5th degree black belt.
Don't tell everybody that.
I will. Andrew's a 5th degree black belt in Tung Soo Do. I'm sure he could fight a giraffe.
Tung Sudo sounds made up.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not, though. Although when you hear how he got his 4th and 5th degree black belts, it also sounds made up. So
What, you like pour a tea for somebody?
he did. He genuinely did.
That was only my 5th degree test. So for everybody out there, I have to explain this. Once you get to a certain level of black belt, your promotions are more ceremonial than anything. Like, what else do you have to prove after you've done 4 black belt tests, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know everything. And by that I mean like right. I don't mean like you're perfect. I just mean like you've gone through the curriculum, you know the moves, you know how to teach it and everything. It's like at that
You
point
know how to
it's-
fight a giraffe.
Yeah. That's the 4th degree black belt test. You have to fight a giraffe.
Giraffe sir?
Oh,
so he was serious.
actually,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Andrew,
actually could
he
be.
knows for
Yeah.
sure.
Wow.
Well, it's really nice of you not to fight every giraffe you
Yeah.
see then.
Just the one that I have to get my black belt.
Yeah. Okay, Tigbot, next question.
If you got the chance to perform anywhere, where would it be? Why?
My answer is so far-fetched.
So, Kanto region or?
Oh, that's a good one too.
That is pretty good. We'd never sell this many tickets to every show we ever play, but I would want to play Wembley.
Wembley? Like Queen?
The
the UK,
world
right?
famous arena that's in
Yeah,
London.
yeah.
Only Queen played there. I don't want to do that.
I wouldn't want to play Wembley to nobody. That would be dumb. Or play Wembley to like 100 people.
What do you think, Buttons?
Madison Square Garden. That'd be rad.
That is a good one.
That'd be a rad gig.
In my ABBA cover band, we had to do Take a Chance on Me by ABBA. Obviously by ABBA. And I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that song, but it goes, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance for arguably 23 minutes.
Arguably.
Yeah.
You could make a point.
The audience never knows what you're saying. So I would literally, I learned this from Nick Davies, who we talked about in a previous episode, would just go, Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan, Chan. And people don't know. You got to find some way to make it fun for yourself. So if I could play anywhere I'd probably want to play at Jackie Chan's house.
All very good answers.
Thank you.
Hit us up, Jackie.
I've been thinking about what would happen if we got any bigger than we are. The first show on our last headlining tour, we played at the first place I can remember that had barricades 3 feet out from the stage. And I didn't like that. Oh, I'm separated from the audience. I tend to like shows that are more packed out. I'm thinking like 400 people that are like right in my face.
That's my favorite style of show.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of like a snob. Like, even if it's an artist I like, if they're playing at too big a venue, I'm like, nah.
Unless you're like 21 Pilots and you're going to build out a show that is like an art piece all the way through, you're so removed from it. This is not a criticism of people who are doing that. Because like obviously,
No, I mean, I get it.
like on this last Deer Hunter tour, we played the Belasco, however you pronounce it.
Tabasco.
Or at the Fillmore or places like that. Some of these places that we played were ideal for me. Like if we ourselves could go and pack out the Belasco again, that would be it. I would love that. But for right now, I've really enjoyed playing these tiny shows.
Yeah. Some of my favorite shows that we have played are shows that have been in like square brick rooms with crappy lighting and
2 speakers,
Jails?
loudspeakers.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
just
For the
like
PA.
that are just packed with 200 people front to back. It just feels like that 80s punk vibe. I love it.
Yeah. I think it would be rad if we could play at the Tomorrowland Terrace. You know, the stage that rises from the
Oh
ground.
yeah,
Not
for
the,
sure.
not the
That
one in
would be
Disney
fun.
World. The one
No,
in
the
Disney
one
World
Disneyland.
is depressing. Well, we keep cranking out these Disney covers.
You think they would let us play at the Tomorrowland Terrace?
No, they'd only lure you there to sue you for
Yeah.
all the covers.
Somebody did give us $50 to cover those expenses. So.
I mean, we did see multiple sets by an Elvis impersonator there.
Yeah, that was one of the most fantastic moments of my life. Andrew and I got off Space Mountain and I stopped him and I was like, I'm pretty sure I hear Elvis playing. And he was like, well, that would be weird. We're in Disneyland. And I was like, yeah, and it sounds live. So we went looking for it and there was an Elvis impersonator. His name was Scott Bruce playing at the Tomorrowland Terrace with a live band. And it was only early Elvis. It was like everything up through like 1957.
Guy was playing like a full on stand up bass and
Yeah.
everything.
And a lot of our fans don't know this, but I am just like a gigantic Elvis fan.
Nerd alert.
I think at this moment, Andrew knew in passing that I had become an Elvis fan, but he didn't know to the extent.
Yeah.
So I'm like singing all the words and he's looking at me like, where the f did you have time to learn these songs? And I'm like, each one of these songs is 1 minute and 15 seconds long. And they say things like shake, rattle, and roll. That's all. So they were really easy, but that was great. And then I went and saw Scott Bruce like 100 more times after that.
Yeah.
So Disney owns Elvis now, too.
They have owned Elvis.
No, wow.
Colonel Tom Parker sold Elvis to. I only know who Colonel Tom Parker is because of you.
Not because of
That's
Tom
the
Hanks's.
KFC guy, right?
Yeah, Colonel Tom Parker.
11 herbs and spices.
I would like everybody to go and watch the first ever trailer for Baz Luhrmann's Elvis movie. Because at first, the camera's slowly panning in on his back. It's closing in on his back. And he lifts his head up. And right when you think Elvis is going to start talking, they have a voiceover from Colonel Tom Parker. And it sounds like it's supposed to be Elvis. So you just have Austin Butler, who is as beautiful as he could possibly be. And
There are some who would consider me the villain of this here story.
it made me laugh out loud the first time I saw the
I
trailer.
was with you. I remember that.
Oh my gosh, I like lost my mind.
There are some who make me out to be the villain of this here story.
As he's like looking up, so beautiful.
There are some
11 herbs and spices.
11 herbs and spices.
Does he have a lisp?
I don't know.
11 herbs and spices.
He does now.
Tigbot, you're vegan, right?
Yeah. Only O's, no ones.
That was good. I don't know why I'm not laughing. I don't know. I held that laugh in so hard.
Ryan just has like a smirk and is just like nodding in
Just
approval.
approval.
I liked it. I liked it. That was good. Okay, so I don't know how informative we really were about the process behind writing Mama, but I really do hope you guys like it. It's weird. It was my first taste of selling out.
Well, I didn't want to say that.
And now we have a taste for it. I've got it. Tastes good. Selling out tastes good.
Look at all these pylos we're sitting on. Pylos.
Pylo Rens.
All right, next week we'll be talking about, one of our own songs. We do have 3 more covers to do that you guys chose, and they're all very hard. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to pull some of these off. Hopefully you guys like them. Hopefully you guys like us. Tell your family to listen to us. Give them our P.O. box, and they can send us piles too.
And your pets.
They can send us your pets. We love you all very much. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't be sad. We'll be back with another Bear Ghost podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Special thanks to our Kickstarter backers. Next week, we'll be back with Big Town Becky Blaine's Broccoli Barbecue. See you then.